What's going on, guys? Welcome to the channel. We are starting out in the truck today. Wow, got a really white shirt. We are actually gonna go help somebody pull an engine. And first things first, we got to get the engine hoist. I'll explain a little bit more about it in just a second. I don't know if I posted anything about it on here, but on Instagram I showed that I had pulled the engine and transmission out of this Cadillac for a guy to come pick up. He didn't pick it up, so Facebook Marketplace basically sucks, or the people on there do a lot of the time. But I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do here because I need this engine hoist, but it's holding up the car and I don't really want it to go down and smash everything here. You can see I tried with that board, which was more of like just a hope and a prayer type of a thing than actually thinking it was going to work. Hoist is in. Car kind of crashed down in a fashion that I wasn't really expecting. You can see that board officially, and that was actually the strut tower brace right there. None of it held, so that one's on me. But back to what we're doing. All right, we are going to pull an engine. It's a big block out of a vehicle that I didn't even know existed. It's a GM product, and I'm a GM guy, so I'm a little disappointed in myself that I didn't even know this car existed up until a few months ago. But one of our family friends has this this unknown, rare, older GM product. I'm not gonna tell you what it is till we get there, but just know I've not seen a lot of these, and I'm gonna guess that you haven't either. All right, so we're just pulling up here first things first, Chrysler 300, and so they're part of the club. Got the engine hoist already out of here, and here is the unknown car I was talking about. Most people don't know about these. The 74, I just had to ask, GMC Sprint, GMC version of the El Camino. Pretty awesome, beautiful paint, but unfortunately the 454 under here is a little bit sick. So the engine that's in it right now, just wasn't put in that long ago, but has started to lose compression, or at least it's low on compression. It started popping the dipstick out, so there's a bunch of crankcase pressure. We're not sure really what the reason for that is. And then we took a scope down it, and there's a bunch of scoring inside the cylinder walls. So it's coming out, and the 496 stroker is going in, but obviously we gotta get this guy out here tonight. It's pretty much ready to go. He did all the legwork, and just here for a little bit of assistance, and had the engine hoist. So we're gonna look at it a little bit more here. So we're running into an engine hoist issue here. This engine hoist is not long enough to reach back, because of course old cars have about 3 miles between the front bumper and the engine, and the $129 Harbor Freight engine hoist might not make it happen. It's kind of doing what we want here, hopefully. I think we're hanging up on... no, we're not hanging up on the transmission. I think we're hanging up actually on the motor mounts. I think it's rubbing against them here.
Okay. You said you had a strap?
Yeah, I have a strap.
Okay, let's take a strap and go like around the harmonic balancer.
Sure. Okay. Yep, that sounds good.
Okay.
Oh, there it went. I could see it was just about ready to.
On there, and there it was.
Yeah. Now we're gonna have one more problem.
Got it.
Yep. Now that we can probably work through. I can probably pull back on it enough to get it and just let it rest up against this and slide up. Yep, there it goes. Woo. We got nothing else behind us, right? Nope. Don't mind the compressor noise here. We got her out. The 454 that has some issues is all out. So the new engine going in there is actually a 496 stroker, all crate engine that's pretty much ready to go right when you get it. So we're excited about that. I don't know what all is going to have to be changed, but hopefully I can do a video once that comes in and us putting it back in. We're not going to be able to use that engine hoist because that was pretty scary, just as it was. This engine's up for sale, needs some work, but if you're interested at all and you're in the central Pennsylvania area, let me know. We can definitely hook you up. It definitely has the problems that I mentioned before, but it is up for sale. All right, here we are back at the house. It's actually the next day. It got dark last night. I forgot to shoot an outro. all those things. But really, I had some other footage and everything that I wanted to even include because I want to show you the interior and just some more details of the car, but it was just a little bit too dark, honestly, last night, and none of it came out. So we're back here, happy that I got to help out with that. It was fun. It was the easiest engine pull I've ever done because most of the ones I've done, I've had to do all the legwork to, like, you know, get everything disconnected and all that stuff. That was already done. So it was really just yank that bad boy out of there. But now that we're back here, there is something I got to tell you. I'm going to include it in this one. And it's not great news. It's not great news. The Skeleton Sky has a bent frame. For sure. Found the damage. I'm going to show you some of the things I was working on and where I figured it out at. So I've looked at the front end of this car for a long time, and I always thought that this side especially looked like it was pushed over this direction. But I thought, well, maybe it's just because the alignment's off, and, you know, if I'm looking at one of the wheels and it's towed in a little bit, then maybe, you know, maybe that's the reason it's pointed in. But I started moving, actually, the fuse box and all this stuff back in under the car, and I'm going to reroute these wires and everything, so that part's really good. But when I took all this off here, I found this crease here in the side of the frame. So I'm pretty sure that's not factory. Yeah, right there. It's creased pretty good. Now, this car was actually in 2 accidents. There was the one when we bought it, and the guy said it had been in an accident before. I don't think this was in from the most recent accident. I think it was from the first accident that the car was in. But you can even see here, see how much like of a gap I got here? And then if you look over here, it looks like it's pushed over. And even this frame rail seems like it's pushed this way a little bit. But I'm not certain of that. I haven't found any creases or anything. I mean, there's these, but I think that's from the factory. I don't think those are anything from this. But either way, definitely some frame damage. I'm going to have to figure out what to do about it. I don't think it's, I mean, it's not really going to change any plans for the car or anything, but it is definitely bent, and we'll have to pull this frame rail over because otherwise it probably will never align right or handle correctly. So yeah, that's the sad news, but we are working on it still. It's we got a mess of wires and stuff underneath here, just trying to figure out which ones we can sort of eliminate and everything that way. We got a kill switch up on the dash up there. So things are happening. Things are still happening, even though I haven't posted about it in just a little bit. So that's it, guys, for this one. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share. Have a great day.